Good afternoon, everyone. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader. It's 1:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday, October 1st, 2021. Happy Friday. This isn't financial advice. It's educational. Click the subscribe and the bell to be notified of all of these videos I'm doing related to technical analysis in the crypto markets. Click the share button. Definitely click the share button. Let people know about the greatness of Quant. We're here to talk about a great blockchain technology that will be used by many corporate giants around the world to help them implement decentralized intercommunication between multiple ledgers, intercompany-wise, etc., etc. Intraday updates are on that Twitter link below. Let's move into Quant US dollar. Well, let me just give everyone a quick math lesson very quickly. Pretend USDT is USD for a second. Quant US dollar is equal to Quant Bitcoin multiplied by Bitcoin itself. Sorry, it's like messing up the whole flow of the graphs here, but just know the Quant US dollar is equal to Quant Bitcoin, which is the inner strength, multiplied by Bitcoin. So now we could see by looking at the percentages here, Bitcoin was the major driver for Quant US dollar. The Quant Bitcoin pair was not. It's actually down. So the net result is a 4% uptick in the Quant US dollar pair. Now here's the Quant US dollar pair chart, so I'm going to slide this over so we can get a little more visual on this. Here's the Quant Bitcoin chart, and we have definitely stayed above the line of resistance, which we called it at 279. Caught a nice bid up to around 309 and whatnot. It's not doing as great as every other crypto, but we know where this thing's going long term. It's going high, very high. But in the meantime, we're going to be over this line of support. What we need to see next is what's going on with Quant Bitcoin. And clearly we broke this channel. So I'm going to get rid of this because this is no longer valid. I think we might see potential if we continue to see the rally that we're seeing within the Bitcoin US dollar pair plus Bitcoin dominance, we could start to see this thing eke down. But we're not too far off from the bottom. We're at 62, 626. We might get down to 565. It's really not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, 10%. But I think Bitcoin can offset that 10%. So that's why I'm thinking we're probably going to be around here for a little bit. And if we pull down, even better. That means you can buy more. But in the meantime, let's look over at Bitcoin US dollar, because this is really the story of the day, which has really helped move Quant and many other cryptocurrencies up today. So as we can see, this left rectangle here, this giant one that happened between May and July, and over here we're talking about the mini-me version, which is the September to right now, today, we started to see this giant price move up. We did see the same thing. We've seen the same thing back in July. We went from all the way on the bottom, which is similar to where we were here, and then straight up. We did this over 3 bars. This one was done over 7, but to be expected. The time frames are going to be a lot smaller now, and the amplitude is going to be slightly smaller. Back then, it was a much bigger amplitude and a much longer period of time. And thank God we don't have to deal with this for a long period of time either. Now, again, it's not financial advice, but I expect that we're going to follow a very similar pattern here. It might not be exact, but I think we're going to see a little bit of a pullback and then a bounce higher. So I have a feeling into the weekend we might see a small pullback. I think by Sunday night we're off to the races. I could be wrong. It could be Monday night, Tuesday night. Who cares? I just sense, generally speaking, I think we're going a lot higher from where we're at now. How much higher? Well, let's see. 47, 48,000, 40,000 on the low end. So this is an 8,000 difference between down here and up here. That normally means you go up 8,000 at a minimum perspective from the top of the rectangle. So pretend this is the top of the rectangle, 48. You add 8,000, you're 56,000. Bam, that's where we want to be. That's where I think we'll be. And I don't think it's going to take that long to get there, but we're going to keep our eye on this. I'll keep you all in touch on Twitter. But in the meantime, Bitcoin dominance going up, Bitcoin going up. We've seen this price, this correlation 2 days ago. Before that, we were looking at this as the fear index. So Bitcoin dominance has turned from fear index into a bullish, the shift from being a fear index to a bullish index that we were able to see 2 days ago makes this, to me, a leading indicator in terms of, when we can find and spot changes when we're in a bearish crypto market into a bullish crypto market. Not just this, the changes in the meaning of Bitcoin dominance, but also in terms of what we've seen, which are the actual chart patterns. So sometimes you got to blend different things, whether it's correlations or chart patterns. You kind of bring it all together, and sometimes you see a sweeping indicator across multiple smaller indicators. Anyway, that's all I've got. Quant US dollar 301. Have a good weekend, everyone.